Hey everybody, I'm just here playing some Tekkit, and I was playing by myself, and I figured out this way to get infinite lava without you having to go to the nether, and I thought that it was a lot easier than actually having to go to the nether. I tried that out, didn't work for some reason, probably just because my computer's retarded, but, well, I mean, this is easier anyway, so if you look here, we have a collector Mark III and a condenser condensing lava buckets. Now even at night this works. So what happens is you just pull out the lava buckets. The lava buckets go through the pipe and into a deployer. And basically what the deployer does is it's like if you put something in there, it like right click. So if you had bone meal, then it would right click on the wall that it would be facing, which it doesn't do anything on a wall, but you know, works with buckets or whatever. So you do that. So you put a lava bucket in there, it right clicks, drops the lava. You have a pump set up like right above it with engines collecting the lava and putting it into a tank. Then the deployer could fill up, so you have another engine with a filter. It needs to be an advanced wooden transport pipe to get it out. Otherwise it'll pull out the full lava too, and you don't want that. You just want to take out the specifically emptied lava buckets. So that pulls those out and then takes them back into the condenser, where that helps it get sped along into creating new lava buckets, while you only actually need one lava bucket and one bucket to start this. Because of the collector, it'll just collect slowly on its own and it'll just go. And then the last thing you need is a timer set up right next to the deployer to act as like when it wants to go. About 7 or 0.7 or 0.8 seconds is about right. I mean, it varies from that, but that's what I have it to. It works fine. So by doing this, you will have infinite lava forever, never runs out. It'll only stop when the tank is full. And I found this really useful because I decided that instead of making a whole bunch of solar panels, which is a pain in the ass, I would just do this. And I set up like 20 geothermal generators and just one of these machines, and it kept my tank full. Although I guess I wasn't really using that much energy at the time, but this is a really good way that you can just get infinite lava, and it's relatively cheap compared to going into the nether and transporting stuff with ender chests, which is actually quite buggy too. In this way it doesn't mess up. You can even put a world anchor right in the middle of it to make sure that it would run even if you're not next to it. Which, I mean, you don't really need to, because I was able to run a quarry and a blaze rod EMC machine at the same time as with only this going. So this is a pretty legit setup, and I shall show you how to make it. Relatively simple. Just put down your condenser, your collector. Okay, that's the wrong one. There we go. Wooden transport pipe. Bring it along to where you want your deployer. Now you don't need a wrench if you place the deployer the right way, having it facing you, which will be the right way you want to face it, and set it to, again, the time differs, I just put it at 0.8, and then you have another pipe going back into the condenser, and my controls just bugged out. Cool. Okay, so then get my other stuff. You have the advanced wooden transport pipe right there. Have that right there. That will also, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I turned off the lever for this, and it kept going with just the timer, which I thought was kind of weird, but it kept going for some reason. I mean, I know it gets a pulse, but I didn't think it would get enough of a pulse from just going around in a circle enough to actually matter, but I guess it did. So then you want to set up your pump like this. You need at least 2 redstone engines to run a pump, otherwise it just won't work. When I tried setting up a nether to overworld portal, it wouldn't work because I only had 1 engine, and then I fixed it and it still wouldn't work. Still not sure why on that. But so now you got your pump getting ready to suck out your engine and your wooden transport pipe. You got that going too. Just type in bucket, get an empty bucket, put the empty bucket in the filter so it knows only to take out the empty buckets. Again, that's extremely important, otherwise you're not going to do it right, and it won't explode, but it won't accomplish anything either. So put the lava bucket in the condenser, and go into creative for a second. Destroy that, go back, set that up, and then you just plunk your tank down. Again, for me, I had a tank that was exactly, I think it was 103 or 104 tank blocks tall, and I was going through lava so fast I would go through like more than half of that in about half an hour, which was extreme lava usage. So I thought of this. So if you want to do something really cool, you could set up maybe a few of these, 2 or 3, and then a big series of really long tanks that go from, say, bedrock level up to maybe 120, and then from those you could just have pipe out of the bottom, and then you could just have a really large amount of lava storage from that. Alright, to speed this up, I'm just gonna put in a little dark matter, which, I mean, it will go on its own. It just takes a minute to get going, because it has to make it out of scratch unless you put buckets in here already. But, yeah, this could be completely automatic, and this works even at night with the collectors, because they actually radiate their own light, which is really cool, and then they kind of cheat. They radiate with their own light that way. It's kind of weird. Now that, of course,